Greetings and felicitations.
Okay, here comes the first round.
Boom. And
Jeez, that was just
Boom.
unnecessary.
You kidding me? You can't be out of range? What?
Greetings and felicitations, YouTube. You're all the Appian Way here with a replay sent to me by Synthenoid and Crimson. Crimson is somebody we haven't had on my channel in a little bit, and Synthenoid is also one that we haven't seen in a bit. Synthenoid, I don't know if they're registered for the tournament, but I know Crimson is. And Synthenoid is playing as Lycia, as Salamis in this replay, and Crimson, Altair, already man of many names, he's playing as Lycians. And this is going to be in the 4400 rule set. Lycia looks to have brought a very, very, what I would call, bog standard army. Well, with one exception. Yeah, with one major exception, there are no heavy chariots in this build, but we do have 2 Lycian winged chariots, which are hoping to take advantage of, I guess, this little corridor right here next to the trees. And then we've got 4 renowned Copish fighters. Our hero, Archer Skirmisher, in a chariot, as he should be, being escorted by a unit of Neotolian youths, and hidden over here, this is awesome, a pair of companions of Sarpedon and 2 Corybantes. Very powerful setup. Our Salamis player here, he's rocking an Archer Skirmisher hero as well in a chariot. Then we've got what looks like 3 heavy island skirmishers. Interesting choice. We have a pair of Salamis swordsmen, no, 4 Salamis swordsmen, that makes up the heavy infantry. We've got island club warriors currently hidden right here, but I think the player is going to have to move forward and he won't be able to keep them hidden. As well, we've got glorious Neotolimus and swift-footed Ascites, 2 of my favorites of the Paragon units. And we have Salamis Marines and an Islanders out here in the far right flank, moving up through the tree line. So this is going to be interesting. So this is definitely going to be an Archer Skirmisher duel. Let's kind of just see how this plays out here. Yeah, so, and what Synthenoid's doing here is actually very wise. Don't just sit there and put your hero to shoot his hero and then forget about him. You need to be giving constant orders so that you can dodge the other guy's arrows. And as you can see, Synthenoid here is getting the better of Crimson by landing more shots. However, that one did a ton of damage. And, oh, look at this. We got javelins coming in from the heavy island skirmishers. Crimson's hero could be in a lot of trouble here. Oh, definitely overextended. Yeah, there goes the chariot. Very dangerous position to be in for Lycia's hero here. That's really unfortunate because a bunch of the ammo just vanished with that chariot too. And oh man, okay, Lycia's already gotten down here with its winged Lycian chariots. This one's in a ton of trouble, kind of stuck in the tree line right now, eating a bunch of javelins. But this one just rolled right through some island club warriors that I bet you he didn't even see until now. But now they're about to be chased off by swift-footed Ascites, and these chariots are in trouble. It wasn't just the hero who was out of position. Now it's the Lycian winged chariots. Keep in mind, these guys only cost 660, but their kills, they only have like single-digit kills right now, and they're gone. That is going to be the end of them. Here comes renowned Copish fighters to follow up, though, and bam, the heavy island skirmishers are pretty much gone. Archer Skirmisher hero has gotten regrouped. We do have these the heavy infantry moving up in the flank, and as dangerous of a position as this has been for the Lycian winged chariots, man, that's about 1,300 points right there that's gone. And yeah, Salamis is falling back from this danger blob. This danger blob of renowned Copish fighters. Now, I don't like what Crimson's doing here. This is I would consider this a rookie mistake. He's giving all 4 of them orders at the same time to attack different units, and what he's ended up doing is he's gotten himself surrounded. If he had ordered attack orders in different directions here, he would have been a lot better off. If he had put 1 renowned Copish fighter into each of the Salamis swordsmen, he'd be doing a lot better here. But right now, as it is, because he had them all attack that direction, he's gotten himself surrounded, right? Like, this is those renowned Copish fighters. They are immune to the morale effects of being outflanked, but they are going to take it. And oh yeah, here we go. I'm glad this is in slow motion because look at this. Now we got the Corybantes and the companions of Sarpedon that are going to come down here. They're probably going to tear apart these Salamis swordsmen. Look how badly these Salamis swordsmen are doing for having been outflanked. And am I reading this right? Did the Archer Skirmisher hero give the Salamis swordsman Apollo's Reign for reload skill and accuracy? I think that might have been a misclick. So both heroes are now out of their chariots because of these clever plays. And that's going to make sure that these Lycian winged chariots do not return from battle. Here comes Swift-footed Ascites to continue to outflank. Now, I mentioned earlier that the Renowned Kopesh fighters, they're immune to flanking. They're immune to the morale effects of flanking. They're not immune to the damage effects of flanking. So all of these units here are also going to get down here, and you can already see the morale is looking, you know, okay for the Renowned Kopesh fighters, and they're doing a really good job tearing apart these Salamis swordsmen. But they're about to just get... Oh, that was a really good order from that Renowned Kopesh fighter to turn around at the last second and try and intercept this assault. Okay, so it's flanking on top of flanking. This is the whole fight right here. Meanwhile, I think these two are still dueling each other. Oh, no, wait. The Archer Skirmisher hero, he's focusing on... Oh, yeah. He's focusing on the infantry battle. And he might not even be shooting at all right now. And he's getting shot in the back constantly. The player is too focused on everything else right now to notice he's about to lose his hero to Crimson's hero. Meanwhile, Crimson's infantry, I think, is going to turn this around. I'm not a big fan of Salamis swordsmen. They're a little bit too slippery for my taste. Something weird happens with them. They have amazing damage, but it just doesn't translate for some reason. And I think at this stage, Syntheroid must be aware that he's losing his Archer Skirmisher hero because he's routing now, but he's constantly getting shot by the by Crimson's Archer Skirmisher hero. And really good position for these Heavy Island Skirmishers. I think they're targeting the right people here. They need to kill as many Corybantes as they can. The Swift-footed Ascites, I think you need to keep using him in counter strikes against the Companions of Sarpedon. Maybe he can bail out his Salamis swordsman here. We do have a routing Renowned Kopesh fighter with about a quarter of its health. It could come back later on and make a real impact because it also has about a quarter of its ammo too. Now, as Companions of Sarpedon got into the back of the Heavy Island Skirmishers, and the Heavy Island Skirmishers, they don't seem to care too much. They are losing, but I think he must have them on guard mode, which is wise because even if they're engaged in melee in one place, the rest of the unit will continue to dispend their ammo. This Renowned Kopesh fighter has turned and raised its shield so that it can deal with this. This Corybantes here is dealing... Yeah, it's dealing with being rear attacked by the Corybantes, but I think he's trying to face them this way. But he's got them in shield wall formation. If he just turns around to attack the Glorious Neotolimus, he'd be doing a lot better with that right there. And it does... Yeah, look at this. The Archer Skirmisher hero for Salamis did manage to escape the punishment of the Archer Skirmisher hero from Lycia. There's a lot of small engagements here happening in very, very close proximity. Yeah, so the Archer Skirmisher hero, I think he's getting back into it now, and he's going to start trying to shoot up some of these... I mean, honestly, I'd be targeting units like Glorious Neotolimus or Swift-footed Ascites with every arrow that I have left on this hero. And that answer to that question is he's got 26 shots left. He can make 50 kills on really elite infantry, and he could probably bail out his Salamis swordsmen, his Island Club warriors. I'm sorry, he could probably bail out his Corybantes, his Companions of Sarpedon, if he targeted the Salamis swordsmen, the Marines, maybe not the Club Warriors, but definitely, maybe even Swift-footed Ascites would be a good target for those arrows. What a carnage. What an absolute carnage of a battle. And as well, I don't think Salamis' Archer hero is going to come back, and I think... Oh, gosh, I really wish Crimson had turned his hero around to engage the infantry here, activated his Aristea, gotten some health back. That hero would be a huge tool to turning this battle around, but as it is right now, he's just kind of letting his infantry get punished, and he's also allowing them to be outflanked, but I think he's trying to focus down Swift-footed Ascites, who's about to rout. He's going to have to do something about Glorious Neotolimus. He does have two Corybantes. They could definitely do the trick. We definitely see a lot of value coming out of these... Heavy Island Skirmishers javelins, or I thought we would anyway. They only have 8 kills, but they've almost earned their first full XP bar. Right now, it looks like they're targeting the backs of Companions of Sarpedon, which is a really good target. Swift-footed Ascites has come back, is going to get in here, rear charge Corybantes, help break the Companions of Sarpedon. Glorious Neotolimus with 12 models left, but 101 kills. The Renowned Kopesh fighters are starting to break. Oh my goodness, and would you look at that, Salamis is going to win this. Balance of power really turning against Lycia, I'm sorry, read it backwards. Balance power really turning against Salamis. Lycia is going to win this after all. I think the hero is finally turned around and coming back. He's got his Aristea active. And, yeah, Salamis is running out of tools to fight with here. The Corabantes really held on. Really, really well. 123 kills, and where's the other one? Did it just get killed to a man? I think it just died to a man over here against the Salamis Swordsman. Holy cow. Glorious Neotolimus is pretty much all that's left for Salamis. And this is just going to, you know, boil down as one of those battles that that was Salamis's to lose, I feel. We got these guys in Teenage Mutant Myrmidon turtle mode. They're going after the Corabantes. Corabantes could just turn around, but no, the Salamis player conceded defeat, which is the right and honorable thing to do. What a game! That was really very well displayed by Crimson. I think he could have done a little bit better with his micro, and if he had done a little bit better with his target priority with his hero, really turning it around from losing his chariots early on. But again, he didn't lose too terribly much. It was only about 1,300 of his total funds. That was a really, really good display, I'd say. Let's look at some statistics. Yes, so as you can see, Renowned Khopesh Fighters, 4 of them, I think is a must-have when you're playing on the 4,400 rule set. As many of the Renowned Khopesh Fighters as you could take is usually a good bet. Companions of Sarpedon both pulling in a nice day at work with 102 and 103 kills apiece. And the Corabantes as well, 132 kills, 58 kills. These Wing Lycian Chariots, a lot of speed, not a lot of mass. You gotta remember that. These are light chariots, only 14 kills, but honestly, if anything, it sets Salamis up to be pounced upon by other directions. And if he had just used his Renowned Khopesh Fighters a little bit differently in the earlier stages, I think this would have been an even or a cleaner victory for Lycia. I'm very impressed by this build for Salamis, but I don't think the Heavy Island Skirmishers did too terribly much in the end. They didn't earn that XP after all. They mostly stood there and were distraction. 134 kills, 104 kills. These are the only units to really speak of with any, you know, any sense of having made an accomplishment. 238 kills between both. And then, like I said, the Salamis Swordsmen, on paper, they look like such a good unit, but something happens when they charge other units and their lines get mixed in, that a lot of their units a lot of the models in that unit end up getting, I don't know, maybe outflanked or just not in a good position to make attacks, or in positions where they get attacked too often. But their damage rating, 172, is one of the best in the game for infantry, and it just never translates to kills. So, yeah, interesting stuff to think about. Anyway, that's it for today's video. I hope to see you in the tournament this weekend, Saturday, coming up. All right? I hope to see you there. All right? Ta-ta. Love you all. See you guys in the next video.